I'm sure the Glazers, INEOS, and the board, they're having sleepless nights. Whatever decision they're going to make from now on is either going to fail or is going to be a success. Either way, if you put Carrick, there's a lot of people who are doubting Carrick that he doesn't have experience. If it doesn't work, they're going to blame him. That why did you take? We told you that this guy doesn't have experience. If it works, we give them credit. If they look for another manager and it doesn't work out, people are going to criticize again, saying, we told you about Carrick, that Carrick was doing well. Why did you change and give the job to another coach? So I guess now, that's when they say those who are qualified to be in leadership positions, those who are generally good leaders, business leaders, football leaders, that's where you need to come to the party. At point of recording, I don't know if Manchester United is going to make a decision today, but at point of recording this video, Carrick is still an interim coach. Carrick have got good statistics. From the first spell, he had only 3 games. He won 2 of those matches and drawn 1. He played against Arsenal. He played against Villarreal. He played against good coaches, and he managed to win 2 matches and drawn once. In his second spell, Carrick have played or have coached 14 games, 10 wins, which is more than 60% win rate, 2 draws and 2 losses. So in the combined spell, Carrick have coached Manchester United 17 times, winning 12, 3 losses, and 3 draws. Is my maths correct there? Carrick have coached 17 times. He have won 12, so which is 5 left. 2 draws and 3 losses. Yes, that's it. That's what Carrick have done, which is impressive by any standards. You can't get those statistics from any coach out there. Name them. So I don't know. If you are INEOS, what would you do? If it's me who's given that opportunity, I would just give Carrick the job, give him a 2-year contract. Let's see what happens. If it doesn't work out, we can always move on. It's too late to change. What needs to be done is to check the technical team. Does it need reinforcement? As for me, I think we need someone who's got an attacking brain. We've been linked with this by an assistant. We need someone who's got an attacking brain, because all the people in the technical department, all of them, they've got like a defensive and a midfield brain. People are judging Carrick with what happened with Ole. Ole was not bad as people say. Remember, at one time with Ole, we finished number 3. We finished number 2 also. It was a problem of clash of personalities. When we brought in Ronaldo, there was Cavani. Remember, they changed jersey number 7, which was worn by Cavani the previous year, where he was successful, and they gave that jersey to Ronaldo. Ronaldo was now wearing number 7, and Cavani was wearing number 21. From that on, Cavani never seemed the same again. I've noticed previously in other players. Let's talk of Martial. Remember, Martial was wearing number 9. Then Zlatan came, and Zlatan took the number 9 from Martial, and Martial ended up wearing number 11. After Martial, he had now done his clothing range, which was called AM9. You understand? And that jersey was given to Zlatan. And you know what happened to Anthony Martial after that. So what I'm saying is, people judge Ole that he was a failure. To me, he was not a failure. It's only the people who were brought in, they seems to be more powerful than the coach. We played some of the best football under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in terms of goals, in terms of entertainment, high scoring matches. It was up there, but people just say Ole like an example that is the worst thing which has happened to Manchester. Okay, let's go on the other side of the coin. We've got the best coaches, qualified coaches, Mourinho, Van Gaal, Ten Hag, all of them, they've failed. So why are you only judging that if you appoint Carrick, it means you are appointing another Ole? Yesterday, I had an interesting argument in one of the podcasts which I listened to. That if you check, most successful managers are midfielders. Because in general, midfielders, they control the game. They don't work on instinct. So it's very easy for a midfielder or for a defender to be a good coach. Because naturally, when you were playing football, that was your strength. How to control the ball, how to control the game, and things like that. So I would say you cannot compare Carrick and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, people are saying Carrick doesn't have experience. Let me tell you something. Enrique, where did he get his experience? He started coaching Roma. That was his first job. Where did he get the experience? Roma, he didn't have a lot of teams. With no time, he was back at Barcelona. Then he was coaching Spain. He didn't have a lot of experience, but look at him now. Look at Pep Guardiola. From the juniors of Barcelona, he coached Barcelona straight. His first senior team job was Barcelona. From Barcelona, he went to Bayern Munich. Now he's in Man City. He's regarded as the best coach out there. Where did he get his experience? Zinedine Zidane, his first job was Real Madrid. He started at the juniors and he was promoted from the juniors team. Now he coached Real Madrid to a treble of UEFA Champions League. Where did he get the experience? Look at Maresca. Maresca is regarded as one of good coaches. He was under Pep Guardiola. Then he went to Leicester. He won the Premiership with the Leicester. Then he went to Chelsea. From Chelsea, he won the World Cup with the Chelsea. They fired him because of clash of personalities and things like that. Not because Maresca doesn't know what he's doing. But tell me one thing. Where did he get the experience? We talk of Vincent Kompany. His first job was at Belgium, Anderlecht. Yeah, he won things there. He went to Burnley. He won to promote them. Then he was relegated. Now he is a Bayern. He has built one of the most fierce teams out there. Is being coached by a guy who's less experienced, just about 40 years of age. And people tell me about Carrick. Carrick was about 45 years. We've won many premierships as a player, but you tell me that Carrick doesn't have experience. How do you measure that Carrick is not experienced? How do you measure things like that? Because Carrick just coached Middlesbrough, you're already discounting him. And also, what us as fans and people in general, if you are not a fan or whatever, but if you listen to some of these ex-players, just ask yourself one question. Why some of these guys are against Carrick? My conclusion is, there are some players who were promised a job. Even to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was going to come, they were promised to be assistant coaches. But now it ended up being Carrick. And Carrick took what we call as outsiders. He didn't bring the familiar faces you think he might bring in to coach. That's one of his problems. And again, some of these ex-players, they believe if there comes a new coach, it means automatically they're going to get an assistant job. Why Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Nicky Butt, Paul Scholes, all of them, they are qualified coaches. Why are they so against Carrick? If it's not jealousy, they want the job. Me as a fan who's far away from what's happening, I just say for continuity sake, just give the job to Carrick. Announce him already. Manchester United have qualified for the UEFA Champions League. So what is the problem? Just announce the guy. Then we move on. It also helps to plan for the summer because the coach will be already in place. If you're INEOS, this is a question for you. If you're INEOS, what are you going to do? Are you going to wait for the season to end? Then you start to interview other players, other coaches. Because whatever INEOS is going to do is going to be wrong in eyes of other people. So they just need to do a decision. Make the decision already, and we move on. Football UTV is the new name of this channel. If you liked what I'm saying, please subscribe.